Hello. Hello, hello. It's me. Oh, adverts already? Did they hit you with adverts before I even started? Holy shit. I sincerely apologize for adverts. Girls gotta make money. Don't actually even get paid that much for those. Maybe I should just remove them. But hi, it's me. I am disorganized, but I'm here, and that's what counts. And yeah, how's everyone doing? I guess. Let's see. So today, I brain dead it already. My God. So today we're going to be doing some sculpting, as per usual, standard vibes for that one. And I am running so far behind on a piece that I'm busy working on, so I kind of want to get stuck into doing that. I don't know how entertaining the stream is really going to be, because like it's a lot of it's just going to be me trying to work out what the fuck I'm doing. What the fuck I am doing is creating like scar tissue on a on the model. She's meant to be like part dragon or something, so she's got these like scales underneath her skin, which is showing through in the scars apparently. So I am busy working out how best to like get that across to a viewer and like try to keep it looking, I don't know, stylized but nice. And yeah, it's a bit of trial and error that's going on at the moment, but we're doing what we can. So originally, I also thank you, shout out to Mr. Whitefire, who's sometimes here on chat. He's the one that gave me this really good idea, so he is a legend for helping me. But this is what I was doing. Let's see, do I have a render of the original one? Did I just throw out the render? I did just throw out the render. Okay, I don't have a render for it. So originally I like hand sculpted a lot of the scales and spent a lot of time like doing that. And what I'm doing at the moment is slightly over around event. Okay, yeah, all right, that's fine. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm trying to work out how to best like get these scales onto her skin. There's a really sneaky thing that we've done in that there's actually two bodies there. So there's the main body, the outer body, which is like the skin that you can see, and then there is a scale body underneath that I'm busy working with. I'm not entirely sold on this patterning that I'm using. Also, don't worry about that, that's gonna get fixed in a minute. But yeah, this was my little first attempt thing, and it's all through using noise basically that I'm throwing it together. But I don't know that I love this alpha that I'm using, so we might do a bit of shopping for some alphas. Let's see if we can find anything. A lot of today is just going to be like absolute trial and error while I try and find something that's going to work properly. That might be interesting to use. Could try that. The problem is like if it's too exact and precise, it starts looking really boring. Lizard people, yes, we are doing Illuminati lizard people at the moment. But I want something that's got like a bit of variation in the scales as well as keeping it stylized. So it's a little bit like, I don't know. I'm trying to find the happy medium for this, and trying to find something that's going to look interesting. So yeah, if you got any cool tileable dragon scale alphas that you want to share with me, please do. Please save me from googling this. Oh, what's this? Maybe that one's nice. We want pointy ones. So it needs to be like sharp, pointy kind of scales. I'm going to try this one. I feel like this one might actually work. Not sure. I feel it. I feel it might work. Do I believe it? No. That one's quite interesting though. Let's try it. We can try it. What's the worst that can happen, right? It's really strong lines, so fuck it. We'll try it anyway. So where am I saving things to today? Where shall we put things today that I probably won't ever find again? Let's just shove it in with the main thing, I suppose. That would be the right place to do it. It's actually where it needs to be. So yeah, happy, I don't know, Easter if you celebrate Easter, not Easter if you don't celebrate Easter. We don't celebrate Easter, but I do celebrate chocolate, so that was nice. Let's see if this works out. Maybe it works. Maybe it's a colossal fuck up. Possibly the colossal fuck up, but we're gonna find out anyway. So what I'm doing with the noise is just a noise projection that's getting cast out across the entire base. I'm gonna start by doing that just to. Okay, let me go back. Let me backtrack. What I did was I took the body, I duplicated the body. I used, what did I use? I used deformation and I went to the inflate option. I decreased the inflation by like tiny bit. Literally like it was 0.01 or something like that. Just to get it ever so slightly smaller than, I can switch off all of these as well. Ever so slightly smaller than the original body. So like that's main body and that's shrunken body. Doesn't look like much, but if you look at the fingers, you can kind of see where the shrinking is. And by doing that, that allows me to carve in on the main body to then get things on the next body. Yes, this has taken a lot of time. You missed what you were doing due to more adverts. Fuck, I'll look at the adverts later and try and like work out why it keeps advertising at you. It shouldn't be. It should have just been like one to begin with, but tough. So, also if you go for premium, you don't have to watch adverts. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to begin by projecting the detail onto the body using just like a noise thing. You can see where that was where I did the original like sculpting that I decided I didn't want to do. But before we do anything else, we're going to store the morph target because we're going to we're probably going to have to clean things up. When it does the projection, it does a flat on like front projection, which is fine, but we're going to need projection on the side as well because that's where we're going to do scars on the legs. So ignore the feet, please, for the love of Christ. I haven't finished doing the feet, but she's going to have like projection going straight onto her thighs and stuff like that as well. So I'm focusing on her back region just because it's the easiest thing to look at the moment. But yeah, let's try it. Let's see if this thing is going to work. So if you go into your surface settings, you can use like they've got preset noise options. If you hope that you get this, so you can use like something with the noise plugins and do all of those things if you wanted to. I am not using that. I'm using an alpha. So there's this, it doesn't look like a button and it took me a while to remember how to do this, but this is the button that you press. So if you click on that, it'll let you bring in an alpha to this. I don't know. I ran out of sentence there. So we're gonna just chuck in, oh, that alpha didn't save in the format that I wanted. What did it save as? Where did it go? Save image as? Oh, because you're saving as a thing. Right, gotcha. Copy image? Can I copy image? Can I download image? You don't want to save the image. I don't want to buy your image. It's not that good. Right, fuck your image. We're going back. Backtracking to find more free things. And yes, I'm sitting like a prawn at the moment. That's cute. this is the same place, isn't it? Shit. Don't really like it that much. I swear to God, if someone just told me to do a posture check, I'm going to be really upset. Oh no, I've actually like guilted you into spending money. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to guilt you into spending money. I apologize profusely. That wasn't my intention. Sort of. Wonder if I can have a look on like... Where is... I can never remember. Is it Zbrush Central? I don't want to log in. Zbrush... ZBrush Central always gets me. Yeah, fuck ZBrush Central. I don't know why, but for some reason ZBrush Central really doesn't like me. Leave. I don't remember where you could get all this stuff. Maybe it's Pixel Logic. Resource Center. Aha! Resource Center. Found it. So in the resources, they've got like free stuff that you can use. If it ever opens, it is open. It's like, would you like to buy things? No. Madcaps. Alphas. Woo. Alright, so maybe we can find an alpha in here that's going to work for what we need it to be doing. I don't want something for a brush. I want a full-scale tileable alpha, you ass. Let's see. Lizard scales, lizard scales, lizard scales. Lizard scales is kind of what we're looking for, but I do want... That's very realistic. I don't know if that's like too realistic. Too realistic. Maybe? No. Kind of like this one the most at the moment. Fuck it. Download. I'll test it out and see what it does. Let's see if there's some other ones. Yes, I'm looking in random places just in case I can find something good. Where else can I find alphas that are good to use? Oh, Substance Painter. Can't remember the name of their free stuff as well. Assets. Free? Ah, fuck, wrong button. Go back. Substance. Community assets. I can never find these things when I'm looking for them. Right, we are going to look for... These only... I don't want smart materials. I just want... Materials, smart materials, assets, decals. This is not useful. Hey Patricia! It's going good, thanks. How you doing, love? Ooh, alpha. Scroll, scroll, scroll. They're not helping me. Oh, let's just... Scale? Question mark? Those are actually quite nice. Do we have... Can I pull you apart? No, you're a whole ass... material piece that I wanted. No, I don't want you. I changed my mind. I do not want you. Lizard scales. Okay, let's just do the one that we have and see what happens. did you download to? Why haven't you downloaded where I wanted you to download? Why is technology not working for me? Why is it a PSD file? Just okay, well, it is what it is. Fine.
Be one of us.
Fine. And now I have to figure out how to get this to work again because I haven't actually memorized it. Let's change the noise. Can't remember how I did it last time. Alpha scale. So it does exist, so that's nice. Scale, drop that down. Let's change this to that way. And then might be too crackly for what I'm going for. Let's see. Also, that is not tileable. They have lied to us. Which is a shame, because it actually works quite well. Well, it's a shame that that's a shitty... What are you trying to do? I'm trying to find an alpha that I want to use. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, are you in here from the beginning? What I'm doing is this. I'm creating this pattern. But I am doing it through adding noise to a mesh and then doing a mesh over a mesh to be able to create the scar tissue. So at the moment, all I'm doing is trying to find a tileable scale mesh that I don't hate. One that's got like some variation in it, preferably, because they keep coming through as either they're like exactly like exact and that makes it very unrealistic, even though it's stylized, but it doesn't give it that same like, I don't know, it doesn't look nice. I don't like it. Fuck off. So at the moment, all I'm doing is trying to find a scale alpha that doesn't look poo. What are you doing? What's everyone else doing? Does anyone have something fun to tell me about while I drive myself insane? Maybe that. That's got a bit of variation to it. Let's try it. Do I have to buy it? I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's not bad. The problem is it's projected on at an angle. That's off. See if it'll project at the right angles. There we go. Okay. So now, let's just see how much it's projecting and like how. Let's drop that down a little bit maybe. I do like it. Actually, maybe if we keep it high, I can always run a smooth over it just to like. Kind of works. Let's test it out. Let's see. So if we then throw the other body on top of it, we start getting that. That looks better. Yay, that looks better. I don't hate it. I don't actually hate it. It's a miracle. Okay, so that's cool. Right. Now, the problem is that it projects, like I said, from a specific angle, which isn't really going to help us. But what we can do is go to, I've got to remember how to do this. I haven't done this in ages. The last time I did this was when I did an environment piece. Noise, edit. What do? I say apply. Where do I apply it? I've got to remember how to apply it. Okay. Time to Google. Google. Whoopsie. Brush. Apply the surface noise. I can't remember what the button is. Tool palette, noise button. Click noise. Great. Accessing surface noise, blah, blah, blah. Apply. Once you've selected, customize it. Button within the surface menu. Where's the apply button within the surface menu? Surface menu? Apply? Apply? Apply to mesh! Oh my god, I'm blind. Oh, wait a minute. What's happened here? What has it done? What has it done? What has it done? Why? No, what have I done? Oh, I fucked up. That's what I've done. Let's go back. Control Z. Control Z, Control Z. Control Z. Let's go there. Okay, let's switch off the noise. This was the previous stuff that I was doing, which it decided to put back. It's fine, we'll just kill that. Why am I doing this with a mouse? I do not know. That's fine. Okay, so now noise. Pray for this. Apply to mesh. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to. Oh god, if I subdivide this again, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare. So one problem with doing these things with like doing surface noise and stuff is that you need it to be incredibly high poly, and it just makes it really difficult to use sometimes. But let's see, can I get away with doing this? I think I probably can, to be honest. Anyway, what was the feedback? They're happy with it. Thank you, darling. Yeah, also shout out again to Mr. Whitefire over there, who was the one that gave me this idea, and it has worked out pretty fucking well. Apart from this current issue that I'm facing, where like the scales are a little bit too much. Could also just be, I wonder if I can change it. I wonder if I can change it by, let's change this. Let's change the, oops. Let's do this. So we want this to be like there, I guess. Don't know why that's being a dick. Okay. If I change the magnitude on here. Like if I change the strength on this, I wonder if that'll work a bit better. And then also if we do some other McGafters on here. So we can... Want an alpha, not a brush. Yeah, I don't want a brush. Theoretically, this is faster. It's faster when you're smart. I'm not smart. So we could do that. Change the mix level a little bit, maybe. Why is my scale not changing? Oh, that's wrong scale. Wrong scale. Alpha scale. Let's see. I'm about to do something really stupid. I'm not going to do it right now. But what I am going to eventually do is re-subdivide this and see if I can smooth it out with subdivision levels. But it may or may not result in an absolute catastrophic failure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait right until the end. Don't like this anymore. Go back. Go full strength on it. Oh god, no, that's too much. Let's go there. It's quite brutal. I don't know if that's too harsh. On the other hand, oh wait, apply to mesh. Not my smartest day, I'm sorry. Without blurring it. Kind of works. I think I've been playing with this too long and now it's like all blurring into one thing. Let's do less strength. Yeah, that's fine. Apply to mesh. Fine. Not fine. Shit. Hold on. Not fine. Because what I want is to edit this and take a quick screenshot of this for reasons. So what I'm doing is just screenshotting all of these details and then plonking them on a side because I'm going to need to access that information later to get the exact same scales on her sides. So that's fine. And if we apply that, that's fine. What I did before we did all of this was I had stored a morph target. And the reason for that is that we're now going to use the morph brush to kind of get rid of all of this bullshit on the side. What do you mean you need a morph target? You have a morph target. What do you mean? What do you mean? Now you're just fucking with me. Okay. Fuck off. Okay, delete morph target, store morph target. Great, we have a morph target. If I do that and then I go to a morph target, it does that. We have a morph target. Noise. Apply. Oh. I don't know why. Don't know why I'm bothering to do here. I just need it on the legs, to be honest. So, I'll just... And again, I don't know why I'm doing this with a mouse. Not sure. I'm sure I have really good reasons. I don't have really good reasons. So we are looking at the top of her thigh and then around by her knees. Gonna have to do some like serious bamboozling here to get it to work, but anyway. Fine, I think. I'm not sure, but I think. So now if we go to noise and go to edit and turn her sideways as possible. I wonder if I can just turn this. Hold on, recenter frame. Can I change this? No, I can't change that. Okay, this isn't helping me. Let's just turn her sideways then. Fine. Accuracy. Nope. Switch that off. Switch that back on. That should be exactly the same. It's kept all the same things. Okay. So now... I fucked up. Hold on. I fucked up. Shocking, I know, but I did. I fucked up. Delete morph target. Store morph target. Noise. Apply. Wonderful. And now we'll go back to morph brush and remove where it's doubled up here. That's not what I meant to do at all. Just want to kind of blend that so that it's not super noticeable. You're always going to have like a weird little overlap there, but I'll just try and blend it. And then that kind of works. I don't need to worry too much there. Do I have something over her knee? No, but I do over here. So we can just tidy it up in the places that it needs to. Whoopsie. In the places that we need it to be tidied, we'll just kind of give it a bit of a blur so it's not super noticeable. Would have helped if I had symmetry running while I did that, hey? Which I did not have. Why is Alt not working? Why is life lifing? Let's try it. So now, fuck off. Now I need to remember which side of her I'm working on. That's what I need to do. Let's do this one. Vex. It doesn't Vex as well as I wanted it to Vex, but it Vex. I don't like that. Okay, back to the original way that I did this. Yay, ass. Because I do want to keep this like as close as possible to what the concept artist asked for. Because that's my job. In technology, wonderful. Oh. Why? Why would you move? Why? Why would you do that to me? Okay, we're sort of getting somewhere, I think. I have been ignoring chat. I am so sorry. Hello to anyone that's been coming and hanging out. Does Zbrush not have a triplanar projection like Substance? I have no fucking clue. It probably does. Not that it would be perfect, but yeah, it probably does. I just haven't ever bothered using it. I use this mostly on doing like flat surfaces and stuff. So normally I just flat surface the fucking thing. But this way works. It's fine. It gets the job done. Is it extra steps? Probably. But I got time. I'm unemployed. So I've got time to do these things. So yeah, we've got our basic shape in for this. And then obviously it's going to take a bit of refinement to like, you know, get it to where we want it to be. But you get the gist of the idea of like how to do a nice scar. Or at least in this case, it's less of a scar and more of like an underlying skin. What I might try and do is puff up some of the scar tissue, because obviously scar tissue tends to like, I'm busy looking at like scar tissue. Yeah, it tends to like sit on top a little bit rather than underneath the skin. So hey ho, it's working for what we're doing and the client's happy, therefore I am happy. Oh, hey darling, welcome. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Thanks for coming to hang out. Actually, there's a good person to ask. Mr. Manic, sorry. Mr. Manic, does ZBrush have a 3D projector for doing stuff? Just got back from work. Ugh. Aw. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out during your free time. Free time is such a rare commodity these days, so I appreciate it. I'm very lucky to have people in my chat that are really talented and know more than I do. So whenever I get stuck, I'm just like, hey, you guys, do you want to teach me? Can you show me? So how do I find 3D projection? Like, I'm talking 3D projection in terms of like not subsurface scattering, in terms of like surface detail. What I was doing with this one is I just did like a noise projection, but it was just a solo flat noise projection from one side. So I had to like turn it and do it from the next side. Is there a way to do from all sides? Question mark. Surface tab. Where's my surface tab gone? Yes. Ew. So surface go to noise. Project by UVs. What? Noise. UV. Oh, clever. Thank you. You're amazing. So lucky to have people that can answer these things for me. Honestly, good luck to whoever has to do the texturing on this, because it's going to be a pain. So the general idea is that I'm going to bake these two bodies together, so it's one body, which will give you that like nice occlusion and stuff, but maintain the scar details. I've never done this before, so you can so I'll find out if it works like when it gets to that point, and then probably get fired from doing this commission work and have to do it again. But the theory of this is good. I like the theory behind this. The practice is fun. You can use custom alphas in there too. Yeah, this is a custom alpha that I've thrown onto it. But it only went in from one direction, so it was like a little bit messy to try and work with. The bigger problem was just like, it's not that big a deal, because like you can't really tell where that's where there's a change in direction. Which I suppose you can always just tidy up with like damn standard or something, just to make it look a little bit better. But right, we have a generalized scar. I feel like it needs to add more tear into it. I don't think your symmetry's on. It's not. She doesn't have symmetrical scars on her legs. Thank Christ, because otherwise I would have started crying. But no, good spotting there. No. Thankfully I don't. I have to do it on... my brain just stopped. I have to do different legs on each side. So... whoop whoop. Whoop whoop indeed. Easier to have a separate tool for the inner part. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. Yeah, that is exactly what we got. So at the moment we got two different things. So we got the outer body, the inner body, which is looking like chaos, and then we're busy sculpting on the outer body to get the scar stuff back in. So yeah, it's doing the thing. I have, however, now lost the thing that I need to see where I've got to do stuff. What do I want to do? I want to... this one wraps all the way around her leg. No. No, why you do this to me? Okay, well, bye. Thought a bird just hit the window. It was not a bird, thank goodness. It was, I don't know what it was. This is my very good artsy tracing skills. See if my theory is going to work the way I want it to work. Is there a front that I can use? There's a back, there's a front. Okay, so the front is just a little thing on the front. That's fine. We'll just change that. Close enough. We'll get it to be close enough and that'll be fine. What's happening on the back. We have super nice concept artists that are working on this. They're so sweet. So I feel obliged to stick as close as possible to their stuff just because I really like them. Which is terrible rationale, I know, but it's easier to be like nice to people that are nice. Okay, let's just do a clay build-up brush. That'll be easier. Yum. There we go. Oh no, now I'm gonna have to actually fix her toes. Hate doing feet. Feet and arms, funnily enough. I really don't like doing arms. I find arms to be really iffy. Like, they're very easy to get wrong and they're very easy to... They're noticeable. It's really noticeable if you fuck it up. So... But that's for another day. Today we're going to do the rest of the scar, and then I think I need to look at her hair and see what I'm doing with the hair. It's a game model, which is great. Trying to decide if we want to do like individual strands for the hair, but I think I might do big clumpy clusters instead, just to save the polygon. Save the polygons. So I'm going to have a look at that after this. Once I've done a bit of work. Don't like doing feet too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It sucks. Your anatomy stuff is amazing, though. It is really, really cool. Leg stream. Yes. Leg stream. Welcome to the leg stream. It's going to move up shortly to being a maybe head stream. Maybe. Like, just be grateful that's what we're focusing on. Just wait. When we get to those foot streams. Woohoo. I'm asking a better solution here. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I think when I did the back area, I did it as a mask first and then like pushed it inwards. It works, but the downside being that it pushed it in a little bit too far and I didn't have as much control over it, which resulted in me having to then go in and like double fix a lot of things. Which, I don't know. And also, again, I'm not going to lie, it's just therapeutic doing this. It's kind of nice. You got feedback that's otherwise. Don't say that. That's going to make me extra worried about my anatomy work. I still need to get on to doing an anatomy course. I was thinking of doing one, and then I got caught up in this project, so I haven't really had time to get started on it. But hopefully, once I've done some of this stuff, Although I do need to work on the creep again. The creep. The forever forgotten creep. The creep that I keep ignoring. But eventually I need to finish him. In theory, I want him finished for the rookies competition. In practice, probably not. Anatomy is fun though. It's really interesting. Like, it is really, really... I like learning anatomy. I like everything about it. It's really interesting. Human bodies are... Well, bodies in general are just amazing. Like, it's so incredible the way they work. The only subject that I ever paid attention to in school was biology, because it's fun. I didn't take art in school. Like, it wasn't... Not that it wasn't an option. It was an option, but growing up in South Africa, like, the chance of you ever being able to do art in South Africa back then was, like, so minimal that if you took something like art in school, people just looked at you like you're insane. Ryan Kingsley. Yeah, I've seen that he's launched one. He's from Vertex School, isn't he? He's interesting. Vertex School was actually the school that I was looking at originally before I found CG Spectrum. I put in inquiries and stuff with them and everything, and they seem really, really nice and really on the ball, but they didn't have the sort of course structure that I was looking for. Their stuff was a little bit more... I mean, this was many years ago. It was like 4 years ago. So they seem to have like a lot of courses that were bootcamp courses, and what I needed was a Jesus Christ, what the fuck is 3D modeling course. So I went for a foundations course instead. What is the whole idea of scales below the elf skin? I am not the concept artist. I do not know. I just do what I do, man. I have no real clue. It's the joy of being a 3D artist is that it's not my problem. Biology is fun as long as you don't get close to a bear. I feel like I know who you are. Who are you? Who are you? I've spoken to you many times before, haven't I? Who is this? You should always get close to a bear, in my humble opinion. The closer to a bear, the better. Speaking of, my favorite bear, my current favorite bear, has woken up from his winter slumbers and is doing a lot better. He had brain surgery last year. That's right, brain surgery on a bear. And he is recovering nicely. So I'm very happy that he is doing well. And I'm looking forward to going and visiting him at the sanctuary soon, hopefully. Soon. You didn't ask about a curiosity. No, dude. I don't get paid to ask questions. I get paid to make what people ask me to make. I'm sure there's an insightful reasoning behind it. Like, she is part elf or part dry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's a fantasy thing. Who cares? And because I'm just a freelancer, I don't really spend that much time with the team. I kind of get given project work and I get on with it. And yeah. And trust me, like, being on so for long, you've forgotten my existence. No, you've changed the name. I'm like, I don't know. I don't recognize the name. Who is Ahelna? Who is this? Mario? Like, who is this? Making all of these guesses here. Also, it's not, oh fuck, it's not my fault if you are out of existence. Where you been? Why you been hiding? Got it first, yes. Fuck yes. Where have you been? I have not heard from you in literally ages. What are you doing? Where are you? What's going on here? Where have you been hiding? Come back, we miss you. Not much. Been dealing with personal stuff. Oh. Oh, honey. You are such a sweet thing. But I'm glad you are sort of back. I'm hoping that you're going to spend more time with us and get back into doing more art. I haven't seen any updates from you either, actually. Come on back in. Join us. The industry's fucked. Join us anyway. Come and hang out. You missed out, actually. I spent time in Blender. You weren't here for it. I started learning Blender, it's true. I failed horribly at it, though. But I tried. And then you abandoned it. I know, I'm sorry. It was just right now. Yeah, it's true, it's true. I'm glad you're coming back to 3D. Come back to us. We're good people. Even if you're just doing it for funsies, you should definitely still be doing 3D stuff. I haven't abandoned Blender. I really haven't. I genuinely haven't. It just didn't tie in well with what I needed to be doing, and it was faster for me to zip back into Maya and carry on with Maya. So I've done that temporarily until I don't have a deadline determining what I do. I can't exactly go to a client and be like, look, I can do this work for you, but it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm actually trying to learn Blender at the moment. I don't think they'll be thrilled. But soon I will go back to learning a bit of Blender because it is not irrelevant. I shouldn't have frowned as I said that, but it's good to know you'll come back. They always come back. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like all it's gonna take is like some shit from my end. I'm just gonna be like, right, fuck it, I'm done again. So I did want to touch up on the leg on here. I can't remember where it is. There's somewhere that I saw the scales were being really shit. Oh yeah. So if we use that. Just kind of fade them out a bit there. I don't love it, but it's not the worst. You can always just like add some more detail back in there, I guess. I'll do. Fuck it. It's fine. It's gonna get baked and textured and shit anyway. Okay. What? I think like client Reddit said, you 1 million extra feature with Blender. I don't, but I'm willing to risk it. No, I'm not willing to risk it. I like money. I don't think that will help me at all. But thanks for that input. I appreciate it. Okay, so on our scaly elf girl, we need to look at doing the hair as well. I need to finish doing the scar. Hold on. I forgot that she has a whole scar in her back that I didn't bother finishing. Fortunately for this one, I can use symmetry. Thank God. So we can just do like really quick ones. Just to make it look a little bit more like flaky around the edges rather than like a neat boundary. I don't like that. Go back. I think that's doable for that. So the hairstyle that they want is for her to have a jellyfish peekaboo cut, which I had to look up because I am old. And I found out that kids these days are cutting their hair like jellyfish, which I'm not against. So jellyfish haircut is a thing. And now I'm trying to work out like whether or not I want to do individual strands, which was the original choice. It would be better for animation. You would get a better look for it. You could get a better flow for it. It's a whole lot easier to do. But in the spirit of not completely destroying the amount of polygons that we're using, jellyfish peekaboo cut. Yep. It's a thing. So what I was thinking of doing is, it's really difficult to do it. I can't really do it like, I can't envision it as like a single chunk, because if it's a single chunk, I hope you understand what I'm talking about here. If it's a single chunk, it feels like it's going to lose some of that like wispiness. So I kind of want to keep the wispiness going on it. This is what I was kind of fucking with to begin with. I wonder if I can just destroy my life. Merge down. Bigger pieces, yeah, no, few strands. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. What I might do is, I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta think, and I don't like thinking. Thinking is hard. But I kind of. What's gonna look cute? To Overwatch for inspiration, as is my usual thing. Why not do single strands and then Dynamesh join them? That's exactly what I was just thinking. Like I could do. So this is the cluster that we got at the moment, right? What I could do is take everything that's, you can see it's kind of layered. So like take that first layer and do that as one cluster. Do the second layer as a cluster. Do the third layer as a cluster. And then do these as like maybe 2 clusters each. That's my theory. What I'm going to do to begin with is duplicate the piece and then hide one so that if I fuck it up, I've got a spare backup. Yay! Let me also save this while I think about these things. So we are going to save this guy. And hydrate, because hydration is good fuel. Sounds like a plan. You think it's a good idea? Do you think it'll work? Fuck it, we're gonna try it. I think we're gonna try it and see what happens. I'm thinking. Please. Thanks, Mom. Please feel free to entertain yourself while I try and work out what the hell I'm about to do next. Do you guys like my shirt? It's cute as hell. Yeah. I already saved. You're too late. But thank you for the enthusiasm. I appreciate that too. Right. When in doubt, we're gonna go find references. That's what we're gonna do. Let's go find a reference. Let's go find a reference. That's what we're gonna do. Reference. We're gonna go to at some point the guys in Overwatch are just gonna have to hire me because that's literally what I base all my work on. Like, I'm just going to use Overwatch as a reference. This is a guy I went to school with. He's amazing. He's a really, really nice guy as well. Everyone should go and stalk him because he's awesome. Have you thought about using hair notes in Blender? No, because they don't do what I want them to do. That's not what I want. Doesn't really give you a nice close-up on her hair, unfortunately. But yeah, like, could just do like nice thick pieces rather than thin pieces. What do we think? This piece is amazing. So good. Oh, the topology on this piece. Hold on. Hold on. We've got to find the topology because the topology is pretty. Oh, she doesn't have it up here. No. It's got really nice topology. Trust me. Oh, there we go. There's the topology. It's really, really pretty. So nice. So nice. Right. Fuck it. We're going to try and do slightly clumpier hair than I really am comfortable with. Marvel Rivals. Good thinking. Let's see. Why am I looking here? Just see here. Marvel Rivals. Female characters. Images. Let's see what we got. Is that not hair cards? That looks like hair cards. I don't want a character design. Where's your 3D stuff, guys? 3D model. No, that's some random person stuff. I'm guessing Emma Frost is the favorite at the moment. It might be. Yeah, it looks like hair cards. Those ones. Don't know what they used. I haven't actually looked at like the Marvel Rivals stuff. Newest character added. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. That would make sense then. CG trader, woo! Oh, what's this? No, these are all just people that are printing it. Let's go have a look here. Marvel. Let's see. See what comes up. Fan art. Many fan art. Maybe they haven't released this stuff yet. Many fan arts. Right. You guys are killing me. Right, fuck it. We're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it and see what happens. That's what we're gonna do. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's start with check your Discord for the models. Ah, you babe. Thank you. I love you the most. You're my favorite person in the whole world. Let's see. What you got? What you got? Oh. Oh. Gotcha. I will look at that later. Good job. Good job, I think. Good job. I'll go through those. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to wing it. And it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And either way, it'll be fine. When in doubt, I'm like also busy checking Anna's work. Like my ultimate go-to whenever I'm stuck for ideas, I go check out Anna's work. So I'm thinking like this might be a bit too thick. Maybe thinner than that. Something more like that. Decisions. Decisions, decisions, decisions. I could redo the originating strands. Okay, new plan. Let's start with a lot of hair cards. Yeah, I was also thinking it's hair cards. Unfortunately. I want to try something. Hold on, let's turn those off. This is my spare body. She has a spare body, yes. There is a reason for the spare body. There is a logic to what I'm doing, trust me. Sort of. I think there's a logic. What have you missed? Not much. Mostly me just trying to work out what I'm doing. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to work out if I can do this with like a lot thicker strands to kind of reduce the amount of individual strands that I'm doing. Yes, that's what I'm doing. At least that's what I think I'm doing. I mean, fuck knows. I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. I have no doubt I'll be wrong in the future. So, what I'm trying to kind of look at is like if I can minimize the amount of strands that I'm doing rather than big sculpted like chunks for the hair. So makes it more sketchy probably. Yeah, I think it does. It looks nice. It looks really, really pretty. I like it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try and do. I'm trying to I mean, honestly, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm doing something. So help me God. It's brilliant, whatever it is that I'm doing. So this is kind of what we have to go off of. So we could probably do like one big strand there, a smaller strand in front of it, one that goes down the side, and then do the rest of it like that. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We'll see. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it's gonna be an absolute colossal fuck up. We'll find out. Stretch. No, I'm busy. I'll stretch in a second, but I will stretch. I do need to stretch actually. Stretching is important. Stretching is what people do to make sure that they don't end up collapsing and in pain at all times. So we could do something. Hydrate. No, stop telling me what to do. You're not the boss of me. I am a strong, independent woman. I will make my own decisions. Stretch. That actually really hurt. That I keep forgetting that that shoulder's fucked. Okay, so if we do like that. And then there's going to be one that goes certified time saver. Look, I did a stretch. It was a stretch. If we do one that goes like a smaller one, maybe going there. Could always do something with like an under, like a sculpt. Blah, blah, blah. I know what I'm talking about. Like a base sculpt thingy to help cover up the fact that I'm not going to do that many thing. Oh gosh. Yes, Daddy. Maybe later. God damn it. Let's do that. Yeah, look at me busy fighting with my chat while they're like, you should be a healthy person. We care about you. I'm like, fuck you! I don't care! I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm smart. Sort of. Let's do that more that way, maybe. Yeesh. Of I've crumpled my curve. That's too far forward. I don't like this bit. But okay, we'll just leave it there for now. Okay, so if we go 1, 2, 3, that kind of works. We can move this one maybe forward a little bit and stick a fourth one over there. Nope, we're not going to. No, we kind of have to. Okay, fine. We'll put another one over here. Do you like a shorter one? Shorter? Little one? Maybe? Maybe? Maybe not? Maybe I'm fucking up entirely? Who knows? We'll put one there for now. That'll do. That's also good because it starts like covering up her hair, head, whatever. Yay, doing hair is so much fun. If any Gen Zers here, can you explain jellyfish haircuts, please? I'm not saying I'm against it. No one's fighting you on this. We just want to know why. Where's Efren? You changed your shoulder paddle. Good, I'm glad. There was a good reason for that advice. I'm glad you changed it. Where's Efren? Efren is dead. We ate him. He's gone. There's nothing we can do about it. No, he's working. He's had a really, really hectic time at work. So he's been like missing for a while now. We hope that we will be able to resurrect him at some point, but I don't want to give anyone false hopes. He did threaten to stream this week, so maybe we will get our Efren back. Maybe. Nah, I think he should. He said he told me today that he's coming in this week. It would be nice to have him back. He's been missing for a few weeks, so yeah. But I will also tell him that everyone's been asking after him. Try to encourage him to come back. You got to be gentle with him. You know, he's like a bunny rabbit. You got to quietly urge him into coming and hanging out. Okay, so I think that'll kind of work for those pieces. Let's see. My big concern really is these big, like these pieces that I've got to do now, which are going to be a pain in the ass. But I think I can figure out a way to bind them all together. Gen Z brain may be too rotted though. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There's nothing we can do for you anymore. We've given up on Gen Zers. Actually, let's not do this. Let's do it this way. This is not working out the way I want it to work out. No. No, my plan is failing me miserably now. Decisions. I don't like the way that I'm doing this at all. I'm gonna try a new tactic temporarily. Why is this not working the way I want it to? Why is it like not giving sharpness? Don't play Path of Exile 2. I would, but I want to get paid. It's a weird thing where I have bills to pay, so I kind of have to do this. Also, I was playing Path of Exile 2 this morning. I'm not playing Baldur's Gate. I tell you what, at some point when I finish this commission, I will set up a Baldur's Gate thing, and then people that come and watch the stream can come and play. I don't know how many people can join a party, but we can do that. So it'll be a subscribers thing. So yeah, if you're a subscriber and you want to join a party, then I will do a Baldur's Gate party, so help me God. It's going to be a fucking nightmare, and you're all going to regret it. Just subscribed. Maybe. Actually, yeah, you should definitely come and play. I'll figure out how to do it later, though. I'm not doing it now. It would need to be... I don't know. I'd need people that actually know how to play the game to kind of carry me, because honestly, I have no fucking clue. I'm not gonna lie, I hate everything to have to DM it also. I don't think so. Doesn't the game have its own like fucking built-in DM? I don't know. Do you have learned Path of Exile ever on your gaming protocols? Yeah, kinda. Also, the most recent Final Fantasy XIV stuff has been absolutely janky, so I just can't be asked to play that right now. Okay, so I think I've reduced the amount of strands per fucking capita on this one. I think. Oh god, I duplicated a hair. I did not mean to do that. That's a stupid hairstyle. Who thought this was a good idea? Honestly. I blame avocado toast. I haven't played this patch, but the road looks fun. Yeah, I can't be bothered. How to get to the bear scene. Exactly. Like, in fact, if you could just play my account for me to get to the bear scene, that would be the best option right now. Like, I don't understand why anyone's fucking around here. Just carry my character to the bear scene. Be done with. It's easy. Okay. Now I've got to fix all of this to make it look more like the actual hairstyle. Woo. Why is it not doing what I want it to do? God haven't. Yeah, by the time you actually get those, it's gonna be really old. Sorry. Hmm. Right. We're gonna go with this. It seems to be working, and there was your stretch. I now no longer own a stretch. Here's hydration. So, let's try and get this hair into an actual position though. Oops. Ooh. So what I'm doing is a very, very, very simple like hair technique. The reason I'm doing it like this right now is because I always do it like this. And also because I'm just going to give them like a brief outline of what the hair is going to look like before I send it in for another round of approvals. Because I have learned through previous mistakes, I have learned that if you got to ask for approval on like every step of the journey if you're working with clients, no matter how much they're like, yeah, just do whatever you want. They don't mean it. They're lying. Uh, so do what they want because that's what they pay you to do. And to do that, like just go in, get your checks done. Also make sure, just pro tips out there for anyone that ever works as a freelancer, when you get things approved, make sure you have it in writing, make sure you have it in agreement, make sure that anything that is out of scope gets written down, because otherwise when you get to the end of it they're going to go, well, why did it take you so long? So yeah, always be protecting yourself, I guess, because as nice as people are, and people are lovely most of the time, you're always gonna end up with one solid asshole that makes your life a fucking living hell. So let's avoid that. Let's avoid having that situation. I'm also choosing where to put these creases according to like what's being seen, obviously. So that's why I'm kind of flipping between having her hidden and not hidden, just while I choose like where I want there to be ridges and some curl and definition and stuff. Wait, did something happen? No, not at all. Not this time. I've had it in the past with previous people. The people that I'm working with now, Traverse Realms, are really nice. They've been really lovely. They're super easy to work with. But then again, it's also because I've learned through previous things that you always want to be checking in with your client. Like, don't jump 5 steps ahead and then go to your client and say like, oh, what do you think? Because invariably step 1 is the one that they'll want to change. So yeah, make sure you do your checks. Sorry, I've just seen messages coming out. What is all of this? Oh, my husband's sending out his questionnaire thing for his dissertation at the moment. Fun. Right. Let's do a crisp. I always find a crisp just really quickly when I do this because like it gives you an easy way of seeing what you're going to be working with. And then while it's sitting on dynamic, so you can see I've got 4. It should be 4 and 5. So you got dynamic running at the same time whilst doing the hair. It just makes it, I don't know, it just does. Just do it this way. I don't want to explain it to you. Just do it. What happens if I do those? And obviously bear in mind this, like, this technique of doing the hair just gives you a base to be working off of. It's not the final, this is not sculpting hair. This is giving yourself a base to work on. After this, you're still gonna go in there and do all your sculpting and all the detailing and all the pretty stuff. But this is a quick way to get like a really nice idea of what you're working with. You can see you've already got nice strands to work with, really easy, it's really fast. And this way you can keep your dynamic running as long as you can. So that way you can change like your positioning and stuff without it affecting the model. Yay, only 3,000 more strands to go. Yay! Hair is one of those things that, like, it just takes time. There's nothing else you can do about it. No matter which technique you use, if you're going to use hairbrushes or not, you gotta kind of just dedicate a bit of time to it. This part is particularly boring to watch because it is the same thing over and over and over again. I understand if you're like dying there. It's not exciting. Every strand you go through, you got to kind of like adjust it so that first of all you don't have any gaps in the mesh. Bisecting to cut brush without some variation. Don't know. Probably. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. Probably. This is just the way I do it. But it's also, you kind of want to be able to go through each strand as part of the grooming process to make sure that you don't have it. Like you can see each one of these I'm going through and making sure that it's not clipping in and that it's not doing, you know, anything fucking weird. And I mean, it's doing some weird things at the moment, but not like weird things. So you want to check all of those little things, all those little additional bitties to make sure that it's doing what it's meant to be doing. And each one has got like nice flow to it and nice kind of, I don't know, make sure each one is nice and special and unique. Also, I'm just a sucker for doing things by hand, to be honest. Like, I know, it's a terrible thing for a 3D artist to say, but I like doing all of the hand stuff. I like sculpting the work. I like working with each piece. I find it pleasing to do it that way. Also, I've just seen this is a fuck up. Creasing to be automated. Yeah. I mean, like, there are hairbrushes that already have the pre-built-in creases, but I like choosing where I'm going to put the creases according to where it's positioned on the head as well. I don't know. Honestly, for the sake of, like, clicking it 3 times to add a crease, I'd rather just do it that way. It's easier. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, yes. I wanted to auto group those and then switch up dynamic and go to Z modeler, and I want to delete this strand over here. So I'm just going to delete polygroup island. It doesn't want to do it. There we go. Because the strand is better, so I want to just mirror it so that it's proper. Although I now think it's welded in the middle, which is a bit of a problem. Let's see. Auto groups? No, it's not. Auto groups. So dynamic, very nice, very nice. And then the brush that you're using to do the movement and stuff with it is the Move Topological brush, because it'll give you like smoother. It'll give you smoother movements. Addicted to automation. I know you're studying the wrong thing. You should be going into like technical art. That is so your thing. So the other thing I'm doing at the moment, everything is symmetrical. In the end, for the hair, I will not have symmetrical hair. It will be readjusted. But for now, I'm happy with it just being symmetrical and like together. I don't like that. That's not what I wanted. I think actually... Oh wait, I know what I've done wrong. I am a fool. Let us switch bodies. That's not the right body. Foolish mortal. Oh, that makes more sense. I'm gonna have to do some like wispy strands in there just to hide pieces, but we can get to that later. Should we speed run this? Yeah, fuck it. We'll just speed run this one for now. Don't know what that was. Crease. Nope. Let's switch that off so that we don't suddenly delete the piece we're working on. Spend more time trying to automate it. Yeah, I've lived that life. Now I just make it by hand. Hmm. A pinata. What? Why a pinata? Why is this being impossible to latch onto? Right, just delete that. I think that's all the hair tips relatively fixed. Colorful, lots of thin strands. Ah, yes. In that case, yes, pinata. I was thinking more that it actually is starting to look like that fucking rainbow puff butterfly whatever horse. Ah, my symmetry just wrecked things again. For why is this not working? No. I don't know why it's not registering that as a hair tip. Because God hates me. I don't know. Why? It's really annoying. Whatever. We can just fix it like that. Fine. Fine. My brain has stopped working. I am going to be calling it a day very shortly. I will continue with this tomorrow, probably. Probably. I have to continue this tomorrow. But we got some good progress, so that's nice. Let's see what we got. I really don't like go for it. Let me just switch this one out. Wrong body. That is the right body. Is it the right body? Like... let's not do that. Looks grumpy with just teeth and eyes. Yeah, she does. I'm also trying to decide, like, I don't really like the way I've done her face too much. I feel like her face is too long, but that was part of the brief. Ugh. Forgot she's 14 million polygons. Whoops. Okay, now that I'm done faffing over minor details. I think I prefer that a little bit more. Wrong button. It's probably gonna break. I might have killed it. Yep. I got pigeons outside and they are driving me a little bit insane. Oh no, what is this? Let's fix these lips of hers. Huh? Interesting way to texture the model by sculpting. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I know why what happens? Oh, why it pops a second thing? Nope. It's a new thing as well. I've never seen it before this week, and then this week it's happened to me twice, so don't know. The nose, you put so many planes on it. Oh. Yeah, it's using it's just the polish brush. It gets all the normals to face in the same direction. It also like skims the top layer a little bit, so you can, if you go really hard, you're gonna get that, but if you go really softly, then you can use that to like really tidy up, because otherwise you can see those little bumps and things, so you kind of want to like really lightly polish to get them to not be there anymore. Because if you do something shiny, like if you chuck a metallic on there, you can see where it hasn't been polished out. And of course the face is made up primarily of like different planes and angles, so being able to do that will change the directionality of the light and your shadows, which will give you a more believable final result if you spend some time kind of going through each one and just polishing. If you want something that's a little bit stylized and arcane-y, then that's when you do this like very planed kind of look to things. There you go, flatten. Not flatten, polish. I use the hard polish brush for this. There's a flatten brush as well, but I've never used it. And if you use a shiny thing, you'll be able to see where your weird creases and things are. So like you can see like in the middle here, there's this little section, and you can kind of polish that out just to get rid of it. You got to go really, really, really light on it. But flatten, I don't use edge polish over that one. I remember the name. Flatten. I don't use flatten. Never bothered. Doesn't seem worth it. But yeah, I've never used those ones. But being able to add like planes and stuff to the face gives it better light directionality and shit like that. So you can see our beautiful scars. Terrifying. Let's put this guy up there again. I feel like we don't need this all the way up onto 14 million, but so be it. So we have a face that is doing stuff, and now that I've been fucking with her face, it's not looking right, but we can fix that. I hate it when you can see the teeth inside, but she definitely needs a few more strands in the front here just to like keep it pretty and stuff. That is tomorrow's problem. Alright, so honestly, I don't even read half the messages that come through. I'm so sorry. I just hear spam. I'm like, quickly summarize brain. What is it? And then usually I get it wrong. So let's have a look at how she's doing. We got scars. We got eyebrows that are in the wrong place now. It's just a yapper anyway. I know you are. Efren's missed you. We changed out her lashes. I forgot about that. Gave her like single lashes rather than multiple ones. These need to change. Eyebrows? Yeah. Sort of. Okay. This will do. Let's start by doing some quick renders on here. Dynamic. Just do these ones for now. Kind of want to. Stupid. Yay! Daily update time. So the next part of this is just get me rendering out some images so that I can send them through to the clients to get their approval. I don't know if you want to stick around for that. It's pretty boring. So I'm going to, once I've saved this one so I don't forget what I'm doing, I'm going to bid you all a very fun farewell while I get on with this. And I will let you know if I'm going to be back later on during the week to stream some more. It depends on a few factors. So we'll see. If I've got some spare time to run another stream, we can continue on this one. It has been an absolute pleasure having you all here. Thank you so much to everyone that came to watch, everyone who came to spend time with me, everyone that's chatting and generally being supportive and lovely. I genuinely appreciate it. I appreciate all of the support that we get from everyone on the stream. So what does she look like with dynamic on? Oh, better actually. Let's do that. Oh, she looks cute with dynamic on. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. If I'm not back during the week, I will be back again next week. Hopefully by then I finished this project and I'll be back to maybe even finally finishing the creep. Who knows? It could be a miracle. Probably not. Tell Efren to get his ass back. Efren, get your ass back. Feel free to clip that soundbite and we will send it to him repeatedly and just harass him until he does come back. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Keep on doing your modeling. Keep on doing your creating. The world is a really, really shitty place at the moment. So fuck it. Let's make art instead because it's way more fun. Lots of love, everybody. Bye-bye.